What's up, guys? PowerManiac720 here, and I have for you today the second battle video of my ORAS battle spot doubles uploads. So the way I'm doing this is I'm just going to try different teams every time. Unless I have a team I really like, I'll stick with it for a little bit. But first time I uploaded 2, and assuming the first battle doesn't go too long, I'll try and upload 2 every time. That way you get a lot of content. Today's team is a Trick Room team with Gardevoir. We're about to see it pop up on the screen, but in party. So Gardevoir, Mega Ampharos, Amoonguss, Rotom Heat, Pangoro, and Dragonite. I had another team I was going to showcase for you guys with Sylveon, but I found out that my Sylveon was missing defense IVs, and it was actually only 12, so I decided I have to rebreed that, and then I'll showcase that team. But my first opponent is a 1600 player. I didn't really see where he's from, but his team is Gengar, Rotom, Wash, Miltank, Salamence, Sylveon, and Golurk. So definitely a very, very interesting team. I don't really know what to think of it, to be honest. I'm looking at this team, trying to figure out what I can really do to start against it. I'm going to lead Gardevoir and Amoonguss just to make sure Trick Room gets up. As for the back, I think I'm going to bring Ampharos because Ampharos does pretty well against... I mean, it's going to hit most of his team pretty hard. The one thing I really got to watch out for is the Sylveon. I didn't realize how Sylveon weak my team was. I have 2 Dragons and then Pangoro, who's 4 times weak. But I'm still going to bring Pangoro because I have Poison Jab and it's Life Orb, so I don't think it'll pick up the Oko on Sylveon, but maybe if I can put it to Sylveon to sleep with Amoonguss, I could be in pretty good shape. But we'll see. So Aku is issuing a challenge. So definitely the key to this match is going to be getting rid of the Sylveon, because if I get rid of the Sylveon, I think I'll be in pretty good shape. And he ends up leading the Gengar, which I kind of was expecting because a lot of Gengar carry Taunt. And so if he's carrying, if he wants to stop Trick Room, he's got to taunt me. And I trace Intimidate, which could be useful because this Salamence, I'm guessing the Salamence is the Mega. It could be the Gengar, but I think it's going to be the Salamence, so I might have just intimidated him. So I'm going to right away go for the Trick Room, and I'm going to Rage Powder. So my Gardevoir is holding a Citrus Berry, and he is Mega Salamence. The question now is going to be whether he's physical or special. It'd be really nice if he was a physical, whereas I just cut off and Intimidate on him. I was almost tempted to Protect and go for a Psychic or a Moonblast, but so Gengar goes for the Sludge Bomb, and luckily it doesn't have safety goggles, so, and Salamence goes for the Hyper Voice, so he's special, so Intimidate ends up meaning nothing, and it ends up picking up the KO on Amoonguss. But like I said, that's perfectly fine because I end up setting up Trick Room, so, I mean, I lose Amoonguss, which kind of sucks, but all in all, not the worst turn in the world. So I'm going to send out Pangoro. I don't really see... I don't see him keeping in Salamence here, whereas I threaten him with Moonblast. I'm actually just going to double target the Gengar. With, to play it safe, I'm actually going to target the Gengar with Psychic, and I'm going to protect Pangoro. And I'm guessing it's going to bring the Gengar down to Sash. And then I'll just lose Gardevoir, which I'm really not too concerned about because I kind of want their free switch in with Ampharos. So he withdraws Salamence. Sylveon's probably coming in. Sylveon does indeed come in. So Pangoro protects. Let's see if Gengar protects. Gengar does indeed protect, so not the worst turn there, I guess. I'm actually feeling pretty good about this now because I have a pretty good shot to eliminate this Sylveon. I'm going to Moonblast it, and I'm going to Poison Jab it. Like I said, I have Life Orb, Poison Jab, so it's going to do a pretty good chunk of damage. He withdraws Gengar. I'm guessing Salamence is coming back in. Miltank comes in. Okay, so if I can KO the Sylveon, I'm going to be in really good shape. The one issue is my Gardevoir is probably not going to... My Gardevoir is probably not going to underspeed, and it doesn't, so... I'm going to lose Pangoro here, unfortunately. But Gardevoir does survive. So I'm still not in a horrible position. I still have 2 turns of Trick Room left, and Ampharos is going to be coming in, and I killed the Sylveon. I forgot about underspeeding. My Gardevoir is not. It's regularly like max speed, not max speed, but it's 31 speed IV modest. Just because I wanted to be able to function outside of Trick Room just in case. And as you can see, it ended up hurting there. Although, I mean, Sylveons are base 60, so it would have been tough, I think, to underspeed it. Alright, so Ampharos comes out, and we see Gengar come back out. So, I'm definitely in a tough spot here. I don't really know what Miltank does. It gets Body Slam. I know that. It gets Milk Drink. It has Sap Sipper as an ability, Thick Fat as an ability. So I think me going for the Gengar is going to be kind of obvious. So I'm actually just going to double up on the Miltank with Moonblast and Thunderbolt. I really hope he ends up protecting the Gengar. If he does, I'm going to be in, I think, a pretty good position to win this game. And Gengar does protect, so hopefully he doesn't double protect. Although Miltank's slower, so I guess he didn't. Ampharos goes for Thunderbolt. Oh, look at that bulk. I'm not going to KO it. Wow. And it just Milk Drinks. So as you can see, Miltank is clearly a very bulky Pokemon. And I do have one turn of Trick Room left. So I'm going to KO the Gengar here, thank God. I'm actually going to go for the Psychic and the Dragon Pulse, hoping that he switches in Salamence. This doesn't matter whether I Thunderbolt or Dragon Pulse, because they do almost the same amount of damage. And I'm going to KO it either way, so unless he gets off a double protect here, I'm going to be in pretty good shape. And KOing the Gengar is going to be really good, because Trick Room's going to run out this turn. And so, alright, so he's not going to protect or switch, so I am going to pick up a KO on the Gengar. So Trick Room's run out, and now Salamence is in. So, and Miltank just goes for another Milk Drink, so again, another pretty good turn. My opponent is definitely in trouble right now, because he can either attack the Ampharos. So basically his two options are attack the Ampharos with Draco or Dragon Claw, whatever he has, which will KO me and let me set up Trick Room, or he can just Hyper Voice and make sure I don't get Trick Room off. It's a tough call for me, because even if I get up Trick Room, I'm going to be in pretty lousy shape. I'm definitely Trick Rooming. And I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse. So he does go for the Hyper Voice, and I end up Dragon Pulsing, so it ends up working out really well in my favor. And I'm able to pick up the KO, so. So now it just comes down to a 1v1 with his Miltank. And the Miltank has Rock Slide and ends up flinching me, which I was not expecting. I guess he's just going to try and flinch me to death, which I'm guessing he's going to win this. I don't... Oh, Jesus Christ. I, of course, don't have any recovery moves. Rock Slide's not doing that much. It's only doing around 20 damage, so unless he just keeps flinching me, I should win this. Although he can just Milk Drink. I need to paralyze it, basically. Oh, Jesus. This is annoying. Yeah, this is just going to come down to basically Milk Drink and Rock Slide versus Thunderbolt. Flinching me twice already, though, definitely hurts. Flinched again, 3 flinches, yeah. So I'm definitely not in the best. My only chance really here is to paralyze him with Thunderbolt, and hope he keeps hurting himself or keeps not being able to move. Oh, got a crit though. Oh, I guess I didn't. That did a lot of damage. All right, so at this point, I just have to pray for a Rock Slide miss, though he might just Milk Drink. So it's definitely going to be down to the wire. And he goes for the Milk Drink, so I have a chance if I can get just up one paralysis from Thunderbolt. And all fairness, flinch and paralysis have the same chance, and he's got 3 flinches, so... I thought that was paralysis for a second. See, I think he's going to keep Milk Drinking until he's back to full, because he doesn't want to risk missing a Rock Slide, and he is, so... I really need to get a paralysis here. Like, it's literally my only chance, or a Rock Slide miss when it comes down to it. Damn it. What's he gonna do? Goes for another Milk Drink. I think Milk Drink has 10 PP. He's used 5 so far, I think, so I'm definitely not gonna stall him out. I need the paralysis here. And I don't get it. Amazing, he gets 3 Rock Slide flinches and I get 0 paralysis. Right, so at this point I just need a Rock Slide miss, so that's my only chance. He goes for another Milk Drink. I mean, he's giving me a chance here. By going for all these Milk Drinks, he's giving me a chance to pick up the paralysis. And I still don't, so I'm guessing he's going for the Rock Slide here. Because unless I crit, I can't KO with Thunderbolt. My only chance is a miss, and then Thunderbolt, and then Para. I need a lot of luck. Goes to the Rock Slide, and he hits it. So that's going to be the game. As you can see, Miltank was just too strong for my Ampharos, whereas he flinched me to death. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that match, and we'll go to a second one with this team. But definitely a really good match. It came down to the wire. So let's move on to a second game. I mean, yes, like I said, it's definitely tough when your opponent has a faster Rock Slider in a 1v1 situation. And as you can see, those Rock Slides were doing around 25 damage to me every time. And so it wasn't doing a lot. It's just, you know, when you flinch them 3 times, it's tough to come back from that, especially in a 1v1 situation. So my next opponent is from the United States, Light Zagi, 1638 rating. I'm currently at 1584. His team is Togekiss, Donphan, Gengar, Talonflame, Greninja, and Gyarados. So 2 potential options here with Gyarados and Gengar as Megas. Donphan, definitely an interesting choice. I know it has Monstrous Defense and pretty good attack, I think over base 100. I know it has access to Ice Shard and Play Rough, which are interesting options for it. I'm guessing Gyarados is the Mega because you have a Tailwind option with Talonflame, you have a Follow Me Dragon Dance option with Togekiss. So once again, I'm just going to try and get up this Trick Room ASAP with Gardevoir and Amoonguss as my first 2. Definitely want Ampharos in the back because it handles most of this team pretty well. And I think I'm going to go with Pangoro again because Pangoro is able to, well, I could also go with Rotom. I think I'm going to go with the Rotom. I think Rotom is able to beat Gyarados, Talonflame, Togekiss. Definitely has a pretty good matchup here. So I think the key here is I really hope he does lead with Togekiss and Gyarados because that's going to be a pretty much guaranteed Trick Room setup for me. And he leads with Gengar and Gyarados. So I'm guessing I'd love to trace Intimidate again. So I'm guessing he's going right in for another Sludge Bomb and probably a Waterfall. And I do trace Intimidate. So that's nice. At least his Gyarados is at -1. I'm guessing he's going for a Waterfall. Or maybe even an Earthquake. I don't know. But I'm going to Trick Room. And the nice part about this match is I don't think that Amoonguss is going to go down right away. I don't really see a way Moongus, and he doesn't Mega Evolve either Pokemon, which is interesting because I know one of them is a Mega. I mean, unless he's running no Mega on his team. Gengar goes for the Icy Wind, so I don't think he realizes that I have a Trick Room team. That just definitely helped me a lot. I mean, both my Pokemon were the two slowest in the field anyway, but that just helped even more. And Gyarados Dragon Dances, so he's just putting himself in even a bigger hole. Definitely not doing himself any favors. It's because now I'm at -1 speed and he's at +1 speed. And I've Trick Room up, so things are looking mighty fine right off the bat. That Gyarados is definitely the Mega, for sure. So I'm actually just going to Will-O-Wisp it, and I'm going to Spore the Gengar. I'm not concerned about the Gyarados, especially if I burn it, because when it Mega Evolves, it's going to be a Dark type. And he's still not going to Mega Evolve. Jesus. Alright, so Gengar's sleeping. I'm guessing it has Sash. It clearly doesn't have safety goggles. And Gardevoir goes for the Will-O-Wisp. This will pretty much tell me if it's Mega, because a lot of Gyarados will run Lumberry, and it doesn't. So he goes for the Earthquake. This is a -2 Earthquake, essentially. So it's going to do pretty much nothing to my team. I'm guessing he's not Mega Evolving because I have Gardevoir on the field, and that's pretty threatening. And so right now the Gyarados is not a concern for me. I'm just going to get the Gengar right off the field. I'm going to double it with Psychic and Giga Drain. So unless he wakes up here, I should be in pretty good shape. And he doesn't protect anything. Alright, so I broke the Sash, presumably. And here comes the incoming Psychic, which will easily pick up the KO, whereas Gengar is so frail, and I do run a decent amount of investment in my Gardevoir. So Gyarados goes to the Waterfall, guessing on Gardevoir, and it does. And that does still not that much damage. Actually helps me because I'm going to get my Citrus Ray activated and bring me back up to a good amount of damage, or HP. So it's going to be interesting to see what comes in next. Whatever it is, I'm just going to Spore it. I don't ever have any grass Pokemon, so unless he has any safety goggles on his team. And it's Togekiss. So I'm guessing it's going to use Follow Me. So I'm just going to Moonblast the Gyarados and Spore the Togekiss. Really want this Gyarados to Mega Evolve. I think he might here where he has Follow Me, and he doesn't. Okay. So he's really scared of this Gardevoir. So I am for the Moonblast once again. It's going to do a pretty decent chunk of damage, about half, and lowers his special attack. Nothing that matters. Togekiss stays sleeping. I'm guessing Togekiss was probably going to go for an Air Slash. Goes for another Earthquake. And once again, this is just going to do negligible damage. I mean, nothing he can really do to my team right now. And he gets burned. So this is kind of the beauty of Trick Room, is I have two Pokemon who really aren't offensive threats, and I'm about to take out two Pokemon with them. So I'm going to go for a Moonblast on the Togekiss. Going to Giga Drain the Gyarados, knowing that even if it doesn't KO, the burn will. And it's surprising he's not protecting to try and stall out Trick Room. And Giga Drain does pick up the KO, which is surprising. But Gyarados aren't super bulky, and I mean, Amoonguss doesn't have the worst special attack in the world. So just with Amoonguss and Gardevoir, I put myself in a position to go up 4-2, which is always nice. And Togekiss goes for the Dazzling Gleam, which again is a weird... Oh, that does a lot of damage to my... Oh, critical hit on Gardevoir. And so Trick Room runs out, but once again, like I said, I'm in a 4v2. And unless he sends something out... Sends out Donphan. So, like... I guess I could be in a little bit of trouble in terms of... What do I have now? I have Pangoro. No, I have Rotom Heat out there. So I'm going to switch in Rotom Heat because I'm guessing he's going to go for Dazzling Gleam and an Earthquake, and Rotom Heat's going to obviously not be affected by the Earthquake, and he's going to take the Dazzling Gleam pretty well. And I'm just going to... I'm going to Spore the Donphan. So Gardevoir is safe and sound, which is nice. And we see another Dazzling Gleam, as I expect to come out. The question is Earthquake going to KO Amoonguss? It's going to be... Critical hit on Rotom does nothing. Donphan goes for the knockoff onto Amoonguss. Knocked off my Focus Sash. And I pick up yet another Spore. So I pretty much have this match locked up. There's really no way I can blow this, unless he has a first... Oh, he won't even wake up first this turn, so... I'm just going to Thunderbolt the Togekiss, and I'm going to Giga Drain the Donphan. Unless Dazzling Gleam crits, I should be able to heal back some health and not die. Oh, so I don't even have to worry about Dazzling Gleam. I'm able to pick up the KO on Togekiss with Thunderbolt. So now I have a 4v1. Like I said, there's really no way I can blow this unless I just like suck. Giga Drain does half damage to Donphan, which is nice. So now I can just overheat for the win. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed these videos today. I had Trick Room, which I really like as a strategy. One of my first teams I built was Trick Room. It's really good, especially you don't have to win with Trick Room up, but yeah, the key to Trick Room really is to put yourself in a position where you can win once Trick Room is up. So as you can see, like I had Trick Room run out, but I had 4v2. One of them was was Togekiss, which is typically supportive. So it definitely a good win for me, I think. And hopefully you guys liked Trick Room. Sorry that I get to use Ampharos in that second game, but till next time, guys, bye.